Top 10 Worst Top Football Clubs in Europe, 2024-25, Total Disasters. This season was wild, from billion-dollar clubs flirting with relegation to Champions League hopefuls crashing out early. These top European football clubs had a 2024-25 season to forget. Whether it was chaos in the boardroom, tactical disasters, or simply awful performances, these are the biggest flops of the year. Let's count down the top 10 worst top football clubs in Europe, from disappointing to downright disastrous. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss football content like this. 10. Adana Demispore, Turkey. We start in Turkey, where Adana Demispore fell off a cliff. Relegated weeks before the season ended, hit with a FIFA transfer ban, and plagued by off-field issues, this club's European dreams are dead in the water. From Conference League hopefuls to bottom of the Super League, their collapse was swift and brutal. 9. Inverness Caledonian Thistle, Scotland. Inverness CT went from underdog cup finalists to near extinction. In October 2024, they entered administration, resulting in a 15-point deduction that sealed their fate. With youth players filling the lineup and no money to spend, fans feared the club might fold altogether. 8. Manchester City, England. Yes, Manchester City is on this list. Despite their dominance in recent years, they hit a shocking slump this season. 4 straight league losses, an early Champions League exit, and questions about Pep Guardiola's future created chaos. Sure, they avoided total disaster, but expectations were treble, not trouble. 7. Benfica, Portugal. Benfica entered the 2024-25 season with sky-high expectations, but ended it in frustration and failure. Despite a strong squad, they lost the Primeira Liga title after key losses to rivals Sporting CP and Porto. Worse yet, they were eliminated from the Champions League in the group stage, finishing bottom. Manager Roger Schmidt came under fire, and fan confidence has never been lower. For a club with European ambitions, this was a massive step backward. 6. Union Berlin, Germany. Last season, Union Berlin were a Cinderella story, qualifying for the Champions League for the first time ever. This season, a complete disaster. They finished 13th in the Bundesliga, with one of the worst goal differences in the league. Their European debut was humiliating, and back home they were utterly unrecognizable. 5. Ajax, Netherlands. What is happening at Ajax? Once the model for European youth development, they're now mid-table in the Eredivisie, without direction or identity, crashed out of the cup, out of Europe, and out of ideas. A total breakdown at one of football's greatest academies. 4. FC Koln, Germany. FC Koln have been a bit of a yo-yo club over the last 20 years, but their latest stint in the Bundesliga seemed promising. However, they've been relegated after 5 consecutive seasons in the top flight, finishing 6 points adrift of the relegation playoff spot. A transfer ban hanging over their heads complicates matters, making their return to the top flight uncertain. 3. Tottenham Hotspur, England. Spurs just delivered their worst season in Premier League history, finishing 17th. Yes, they reached the Europa League final, but in the league, they were awful. Ange Postecoglou's early momentum disappeared fast, and now the club faces a summer of huge questions. 2. Juventus, Italy. Juventus embarked on a major rebuild following a disappointing 2024 season, but the results have been far from what was expected. Juventus manager struggled to turn the team around, with Juventus failing to dominate games they should be winning. Their defensive stability, once their hallmark, completely unraveled. Key players like Dusan Vlahovic and Federico Chiesa underperformed, further exacerbating Juventus's struggles. Without significant improvement, Juventus risks falling behind the likes of Inter Milan and AC Milan in Serie A and becoming irrelevant on the European stage. 1. Manchester United, England. Manchester United had a season so bad it might be their worst ever, finishing 16th in the Premier League. Even a Europa League final couldn't save their season. 2 managers, multiple injuries, a dysfunctional squad, and no direction. This club needs a total reset. It's official. United take the crown as the biggest flop of 2024-25. So there you have it. 10 clubs that went from elite to embarrassing. Football can be brutal, and this season proved that even the biggest names can fall hard. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button, subscribe for more football content, and drop a comment. Which club do you think had the worst season in Europe? Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.